Welcome back, guys. This is Gaming with Alston, and today we are on episode 78 of Pyramid City. Today, we're going to continue on adding windows to the buildings. If you're living on minimum wage, or maybe a low-paying job, try to go towards buying raw materials for the food you're gonna consume. That's how you can make enough money to save up for the stuff you want to do, like go to Disney World or Disneyland. Or instead of buying pre-packaged meals, get some lentils. Get some lentils and some beans. My advice, don't consume meat, because you could get very sick. My dietary advice is go vegan. Not only the raw materials would be cheaper than meat, but you wouldn't have to worry about medical bills in the long term. You'll actually, not only you'll end up living longer on a vegan diet, it's a lot healthier to follow a strict vegan diet. And if some people don't want to go vegan, and that's okay, it's up to them. But this is just my diet advice. This is just my advice. Sustenance farming is also crucial. If I was to buy a plot of land, I might grow a variety of vegetables and fruits. If I had a huge plot of land, I'd help sustenance farms become more self-sufficient. Because my goal is self-sufficiency. Sustenance farms are kind of crucial. If you want to survive, sustenance farming is kind of crucial. Doing it like this is a lot easier. How I do push-ups, it's not like how the school teaches you, because that's miseducation right there. Chest to the floor is a good idea when doing push-ups. Have your chest touch the floor. Jackass 4, if there was a stunt called that has the name Fat Fucks in it, Brian and Eddie Hall should be in that stunt. Because that'd actually make it pretty funny. If there were a bunch of strongmen. Eddie Hall's got a pretty big belly, by the way. A lot of strongmen weigh like 300 to 400 pounds. If I was a strongman who weighed like 500 pounds, I had a really big belly. Like, even bigger than Eddie Hall's. Like, probably even bigger than Zduna Savichka's at his biggest. Like... Ziduna Savichkas. If I was caught by the police shooting up steroids, I'd probably end up being more inclined to claim fake natty. Because being open about your steroid use can actually catch the police's attention. When I grow up, I want to be like Uzoma Obalor and Tristan Lee. What I'm doing is to train my triceps, arm extensions, push-ups, and bench presses. I used to have a personal record of deadlift record of 100 pounds, but now it's at about 185 pounds now. I know some people might end up being suspicious about this, thinking that I took steroids to do this. I don't do steroids. With this method of construction, this could really show the progress I'm making. When I was working out with a friend of mine, I decided I was using a rowing machine. See who could row the fastest. It's not just Brian Shaw that has a pretty big belly. Eddie Hall's belly is pretty big too. What's good about using a barbell for my bent over rows is that I have greater range of motion. My back is starting to look kind of like that of a bodybuilder. That's what I want. IFBB stands for International Federation of Bodybuilding. And compared to my friend I worked out with today, I look more like a bodybuilder than he does. Like, compared to when he last saw me when I was at school, I packed on a shit ton of muscle. The reason I do my calf raises on an elevated surface is because it's a lot easier. I do it on an elevated surface because it's easier, which the ledge is elevated. I do it because it's easier. And I can have a greater range of motion that way. Because, you know, if you want to build muscle, you need to utilize full range of motion. Don't just go for... Try to maximize range of motion when doing that. When doing push-ups, don't just go down until your elbows are bent at 90 degrees. Go all the way down, until your chest touches the floor. Go all the way down. Yes, until your chest touches the floor. Go all the way down until your chest touches the floor. Same thing with doing upright rows, but instead of going all the way down until your chest touches the floor, go all the way up until the chest touches the bar. Same thing with bent over barbell rows. Lift the barbell all the way up until it touches your chest. Range of motion is crucial when building muscle. Not using full range of motion was probably one of the main factors behind why I wasn't building a lot of muscle on my chest for a while. I wasn't using full range of motion. Now I'm using full range of motion. Range of motion is crucial when packing on muscle. If you want to pack on muscle, you need to go for full range of motion. If you're about 20 inches, if your chest is about 20 inches from the ground, try to go all the way down until your chest touches the floor. That's how low you should go. That's how you're supposed to do it. If they tell you to bend your elbows at 90-degree angle without your chest touching the floor, that means you're not doing your push-ups right. You're not doing them right. You're not doing them right. That means you're not doing them right. If your chest is not touching the floor yet, your elbows are bent at 90 degrees, that means you're not doing your push-ups right. Don't just have your elbows bent at 90 degrees, have your chest touch the floor too when doing push-ups. Because range of motion is crucial. Your shoulder blade movement is also crucial to muscle building. Chest building if you're doing a push-up. What muscles you activate when doing a bench press depends on how you grip the barbell or dumbbell. If you do a closed grip bench press, it'll activate your triceps more. But if you do a reverse grip bench press, it'll activate your biceps more. If you do a reverse grip bench press, aka an underhand grip. That reverse grip bench press is crucial to strengthening your biceps. Not only it'll activate your biceps more, it'll also activate your shoulders more. In the reverse grip bench press. In the closed grip bench press, you activate your triceps more. But in the neutral mid grip bench press, triceps and biceps, as well as your shoulders and chest muscles, are all activated at once. How I do my bicep curls? I shrug my shoulders first, before I lift, as a means of stabilizing my upper arm. I shrug my shoulders to make it easier. It helps to stabilize my arms. One thing that could drive people into mugging others is that they're hungry. They want food. They need food to satisfy their hunger, which means if they don't have money and they need food, sometimes they resort to threatening to kill people if they don't hand over the food. It's not just threatening to kill people if they don't hand over the money. It's not the only form of mugging. Another form of mugging is where people would threaten to kill someone if they don't hand over the food. That's another form of mugging. If you want to reduce your risk of getting mugged, not only you need to limit the visibility of your money, but also limit the visibility of your food, the food you have. If you keep your food and or money out of the sight of the perpetrator, you're less likely to get mugged. Because not all muggers mug people for money. Some of the muggers out there mug people for food. some of the ones who do the mugging, like mug people, some of them don't mug people for money. Not all of them mug people for money. Sometimes they would mug people for food. Fraudulent theft is when you buy stuff with money you stole. Not all muggers will mug people for money. Some of them do indeed mug people for food. I know what's a better incentive to work out than money? Food. Because you need food to survive. Sometimes the perpetrator of a mugging incident in which they mug the victim, not all of them mug people for money. Sometimes they mug people for food because they're hungry. Not all thieves steal stuff for resale value on the black market. Sometimes they do it because they are perverts. Like the bicycle seat thief in Japan. He didn't steal bicycle seats from rip-out leather bike seats for their resale value. No, he didn't do that to sell them on the black market. His motive for stealing bike seats was more sexual than you think. Like, he has this sexual licking satisfaction when he steals, like, when he licks, those bike seats. Anyways, this should be it for this video. Thank you for watching. Gaming with Austin signing off. But before I go, I encourage you to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I encourage you to support me on Patreon for more content like this. And as always, this is Gaming with Austin signing off. Stay tuned for episode 79. And, as always, choose.